Good morning everyone. Let us talk with this keyword in Java. So in today's class I am going to talk about this keyword. So Java defines this keyword. Java programming language provides 60 keywords. This is one of the keyword supported by Java. Okay. So this keyword represents instance variables of current object. So this keyword represents instance variables of current object. Instance variable of current object. Instance variable of current object. Okay, so this is keyword. Keyword first letter should start with lowercase letter. Okay, so let us see the example here. Okay, so already we know that instance variables in Java programming language, but where we will use this keyword in Java in our programming language. Okay, let me explain an example here. Okay, for example, I am declaring class. So here class sample. So in this class I am declaring one instance variable. So here x equal to 20. Okay, so next one I am defining one method, void display. System.out.println x. In that method only I am displaying x value on the console. So here system.out.println x. Next one I am closing method body. Okay, next one main method. So here public static void main. Public static void main string aux array. After main we can open the curly brace. So here I am creating object of class sample s equal to new sample. Sample s equal to new sample. So next one I am calling display method s dot display. I am closing main method body and class body. Okay, so I will explain one by one. All of you observe this program. So here sample is our class name. So here sample is our class name. So in this class I am declaring one variable. So here x is the variable of integer type data type. At the time of declaration stage I can initializing a value of variable. So here x is which variable? Is it instance variable or local variable? So it is instance variable. So how can you say it is an instance variable? What is the instance variable? If any variable can be declared within the class can be called as instance variable. So here x is instance variable. X is instance variable. Next one, I am defining one method. So in this one, what is our method name? Display. So every method have some data type. Okay, display method returns void type data type. Okay, so what is the body of display method? System.out.println x. Okay, so I am closing method body. Next one main method, public static void main string aux array. So already we know that main method have three keywords. What is the importance of these three keywords? Already we have seen in the previous class. Public static void main string aux array. So next one in this main method I am creating object of class. Okay, so with respect to the class we can create object. In this one what is our class name? Sample. Okay, what is the syntax for creating object in Java? Okay, why we need to create object in Java? Okay, so in Java main method of the program could be loaded into the memory. Okay, Java starts its execution from main method. Okay, apart from anything would contain in the form of bytecode. Whenever we can creating object in Java, then only instance variables and instance methods can be loaded into the memory. Okay, so here what is the syntax for creating object in Java? So here sample. Okay, sample is the class name. Okay, so here sample is the class name. S is the reference variable or object name. In practice we can call as a reference variable. So here S is object name. Okay, new is the keyword. What is the functionality of new keyword? What is the importance of new keyword? It dynamically allocates memory space for instance variables and instance method. Here sample is the constructor. Already we have seen constructors concept in the previous class. Constructor name same as the class name. Okay, constructor name same as the class name. Okay, here sample is the constructor. Okay, so whenever control executes this statement, whenever JVM finds these statements, JVM blindly allocates the memory. JVM blindly allocates the memory for instance variables and instance method. So in this program, so what is instance variable? X. Okay, so here x equal to 20. So in this program, what is instance method? Display. So whenever JVM finds these object creation statements, JVM blindly allocates the memory for instance variables and instance methods. Okay, so in this one, what is our object name? Is. Okay, so whenever this statement is executed, whenever JVM finds these statements, then only it can be loaded into the memory. Okay, so here x equal to 20 and display method is loaded into the memory. So how we can accessing instance methods in our program? Through object name. What is the syntax for accessing instance methods? Object name dot method name. Here what is our object name? Yes. What is our method name? Display. S dot display. Okay. So if you compile and run this program, what is the output we have getting? Okay. So x value 20. So what is the output we have getting? So what is the output? 20. Okay. So for example, here system dot out dot println x. Okay, so x is the instance variable. What is the importance of this keyword? Okay, so it represents instance variables of current objects. Okay, so here for example, just I am writing x here, but JVM will treat as this dot x. JVM will treat as this dot x. Okay, so user need not write explicitly this statement. Okay, but at the time of compilation, Java compiler automatically JVM will treat as this dot x. Okay, so for example, in the main method, I am defining another variable with the same name. Okay, so for example, in the method, so here display is the method. So in that method, I am defining one more variable with the same name. So here x equal to 300. So here what will happen? What is the output we have getting? Okay, so x value, what is the x value? 300. What is the output we have getting? 300. Okay, so whenever we are declaring same variable name, instance variable and within the method name, highest priority will always goes to the local variable. But in C programming language, okay, so if you want to define instance variable name and if you want to define global variable name and local variable name, they shares the common name. Okay, but it is not possible in C programming language. But Java it will possible. Okay, so if you want to define same variable name in local variable and instance variables, okay, so but we want to display both values on the console. In Java it is possible. Okay, so for example, so here, okay, I am writing another system.out.println statement. Okay, so here system.out.println this dot x. So here what is the output I am getting? So in this statement what is the output here? System.out.println x. So what is the output we have getting? 10. Okay, sorry, 20. Okay, so in this statement 300. So it is a local variable. So in this one, in this statement, what is the output we have getting? Okay, system.out.println this dot x. These always represents instance variables of current object. So here, in this statement, what is the output? Okay, so here 20. Okay, so this is this keyword in Java. So in so far what we have discussed regarding to this keyword. So this keyword represents instance variables of current object. So if you want to define same variable name with instance variable and local variable, okay, so but at the time of compilation, compiler get ambiguity, which is local variable, which variable is instance variables. So we can remove the confusion. Okay, we can remove the ambiguity. That's why we can separate instance variables as this keyword. Okay, this keyword can invoke, okay, inside any method. Okay, so it can be used to invoke inside the constructor. Okay, so I will explain example with respect to the constructor. Okay, let's see the example here. Okay, so here class box. Here class box. So in this class, I am defining three variables. Here int length, width, height. Okay, so I'm creating one constructor. Constructor name is same as the class name. So this constructor is a parameterized constructor. Int length, int width, int height. Okay, so within the constructor body, so this dot length equal to length, this dot length equal to length, this dot width equal to width, this dot width equal to width, this dot height equal to height. Okay, you don't worry, I am explaining one by one after. Okay, so next one, int volume. Int volume, I am defining one method. Here volume is our method name. So in this method return length into width into height. Length into width into height. Okay, so in this one I am closing method body. Okay, next one main method. So here I am writing main method. Already we know that main method have three keywords. So what they are? Public static void main, public static void main, string aux array, string aux array. So in this main method I am creating objects of box class. Here box obj equal to new box. So it is a parameterized constructor. At the time of creating object of the class, I can pass it three values. Okay. So in this one I am calling volume method. Volume is instance method. With the help of object name we can call the method name. So in this volume method can returns the x, it stores the value on x variable. So it returns the integer type data type. Okay, so here system dot out dot println. Here system dot out dot println. System x equal to plus x. So we can close the main method body and class body. Okay, so what is the importance of this keyword? Okay, this keyword can invoke inside any method, inside any constructor. Okay, so here I am defining one class. Here box is our class name. Okay, so in this class I am defining three variables. Here length, width, height. Okay, so these three are variables. These three variables are integer type, data type. But these three are which type of variables? Already we know the types of variables. Okay, so Java supports three types of variables: instance variables, local variable, static variables. Okay, these three are which variables? Instance variables. Any variable can be defined within the class. Any variable can be defined within the class can be called as instance variable. Okay, so here these three are instance variables. Okay, so in this one I am defining one constructor. Okay, what are the rules and regulations for declaring the constructor, for creating the constructor? Already we have seen constructors concept in the previous class. Constructor name same as the class name. Here what is our class name? Box. Okay, so here what is our constructor name? Box. Constructor name same as the class name, and constructor does not return any data type like even void also. Okay, but it is a special kind of class. Okay, so functionalities wise both are same, method and constructor. Okay, so here box is the constructor. So in this constructor, okay, so I am passing three parameters. Here length, width, height. Here length, width, height. Okay, these three are parameters of integer type data type. Okay, so already we discussed the types of constructors concept in the previous class. Okay, it is a default constructor or parameterizer constructor, parameterizer constructor. Any constructor that accepts arguments as parameters. Okay, so simply, okay, it is known as parameterizer constructor. Okay, so what is the body of these box constructor? So in this one, I am differentiate instance variables and local variables. Here this dot length, in this length is instance variable. Okay, so this keyword represents instance variable of current object. Okay, so here left hand side is instance variables. Okay, right hand side is, okay, so arguments of our constructor. Okay, so it is local to our constructor. So in this left hand side is instance variables. So that's why I am calling this reference. Sorry, so here this dot length equal to length, this dot width equal to width, this dot height equal to height. Okay, so these three are instance variables. Okay, these three are instance variables. Okay, so in this one, length, width, height, right hand side is, okay, local to the our constructor. Okay, these three are parameters to our constructor. Okay, so it is the constructor body. Okay, so whenever both instance variable name and what are the parameters of our constructor, both variables name as same. Okay, so compiler gets ambiguity, which variable has local variable to the constructor, which one is instance variables. So we can remove the ambiguity, so we can separate instance variables and local variables. Okay, so with the help of this keyword. Okay, so this represents instance variables of current object. Here I am closing constructor body. Next one I am defining one method. Here volume is method, so it is integer type data type. Okay, so this method returns length into width into height. Finally we can calculate length into width into height. I am closing method body. Next one I am defining main method. Here public static void main string aux array. Okay, so I am creating object of box class. Why I am creating object? Okay, so in this one, length, width, height, these three are instance variable. Here volume is instance method. Okay, so whenever object of the class is created, instance variables and instance methods can be loaded into the memory. Otherwise they contain in the form of bytecode. What is the syntax for creating object in Java? So here box obj equal to new box. Here box is the class name. Here box is the class name. Okay, so obj equal to object name. Here obj is object name. So new is the keyword. What is the functionality of new keyword? It dynamically allocates the memory space for instance variables and instance method. Here box is the constructor. Okay, so we know that constructors concept. Okay, so it is parameterized constructors. Okay, constructors are automatically created whenever object of the class is created. Okay, so whenever we can creating the object of the class, that time constructors are automatically created. Okay, so it is a parameterized constructor. At the time of creating object of the class, we can pass the values. Here 1 equal to length, 2 equal to width and 3 equal to height. Okay, so volume is method. It is the instance method. How we can accessing instance methods in our programming? Through object name. What is the syntax for accessing instance methods? Object name dot method name. Here obj equal to our object name, volume is our method name. So our finally, so we can store our result as x variable. It returns the integer type data type. Here system dot out dot println x equal to plus x or volume equal to plus x. So what is the output we have getting? 6. 1 into 2 into 3, 6. Okay, so here what is our concept? This keyword. Okay, so this keyword represents instance variables of current object. Okay, so it can be used to invoke inside any method and inside any constructor. Okay, so here both instance variable we can define a variable. So our variable name is same. Variable name shares the common name, both instance variable and local variables. So with the help of this keyword we can differentiate, because we can remove the ambiguity, we can remove the confusion, okay, of Java compiler. What is the instance variable, what is local variable? If both the variables are same name, for example in this one, okay, for example I am removing these three variables as x, y, z. So in that situations need not use this keyword. If both instance variables and local variables of constructor or local variables both are same, so we can separate with the help of this keyword. Okay, so otherwise we need not write this keyword in Java programming language. Okay, it always represents current objects. Okay, so it always represents instance variables of current object. Okay, so thank you. So in the next class I will discuss the strings concept. Okay.